Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, in which we are going to be taking on the One-Winged Angel Part 15, Level 100 Lost Chapter Quest, aka Sephiroth's Lost Chapter Quest, and we're going to be bringing along a team of Sephiroth, Eiko and Rosa, with a Custis Summon and Bahamut support. So, Sephiroth's Lost Chapter has finally arrived on the global version of the game. He's been awakened, his EX weapon has been released. I have been waiting for this moment since I started playing the game again back in August. So, as you know, I was the day one player, but I ended up quitting at Eiko's event. But I always promised myself I'm going to come back when Sephiroth releases. But I actually came back when Kuja released because I miscalculated. But hey, I mean, I like Kuja too, so it's all good. But yeah, I mean, I grew up playing FF7. It was like my first major console RPG, and Sephiroth is just like the OG badass. There was no way that I wasn't going to be getting all this stuff. And there's no way that I'm not going to be using him in basically all my videos going forwards until he's no longer viable. Even if he's not going to get the highest scores, I do like to try and challenge stages to get high scores. But at the same time, I also kind of want to enjoy using my favourites. So I want to enjoy using Sephiroth while he's the most viable. And especially with this being his Lost Chapter quest, he deserves the spotlight. So I could bring Renoa along, and to be honest, I'm probably going to upload a second video with Renoa as well. But for this video, I've just basically created a team purely aimed on showcasing Sephiroth's raw potential. Because it is pretty fucking terrifying, I'm not going to lie, the amount of single target damage this guy puts out per turn. I mean, Vayne might have him beaten shenanigans, like Vayne may be the better character overall, but in one turn to see the highest numbers, Sephiroth is just, oh man, he's so strong, it's ridiculous. So in my opinion, like, I've seen a lot of people using Ifrit with Sephiroth, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think the stages are long enough at the moment to warrant using Ifrit over Bahamut, because remember, Bahamut gives a 1.8 times damage modifier to all non-elemental attacks while the summon lasts, and I don't think 25% extra attack is going to make that much of a difference, especially when you consider all the sources of attack Sephiroth is going to get. He gets 50% attack from Genova, he gets an extra 60% from his passives, so that's already 110% attack. He gets another 10% from One-Winged Angel, and then you have generic buffs like Eiko, which I brought along for that reason. You have auras on Rosa. Like, it's going to be getting way over 200% attack bonus, you know. So an extra 25% from Ifrit, and you're missing out on that sweet burst damage from Bahamut. I just do not think it's worth it right now. So as far as I'm concerned, Bahamut is a mandatory bring for Sephiroth when I'm using him, because you'll see why. I'll show you. You'll see why. So this kind of team, normally the one I bring along is sort of like Ketchi, Rosa, and then a carry that can absorb generic buffs, because the aim is that Eiko is going to be using HP regen, which obviously gives Sephiroth his plus 40% attack and max brave from the generic buffs, and then during the summon phase you swap out Eiko for Kistis, and then she brings the aura, which further boosts Sephiroth because he's still got the boost left behind by Eiko. This works with Ketchi as well, and it would be a pretty good idea to do it for FF7 flavour, but Eiko is actually boosted in this quest, and she's also a bit more turn efficient than Ketchi in terms of burst damage, in my opinion, because she can just keep spamming smite every turn, and when you're paired up with Rosa, you're not really going to be worried about smite damage. It's going to cap out, you know, quite a lot. So just to show off my artifacts, I have been hitting the Idojas with Sephiroth. I am not finished by a long shot, but this is what I've got right now. So ideally what I want is a combination of 108, 330, because that max brave gives him extra breathing room with Octaslash, and it also increases the damage that you do with his EX. Black Materia is almost always going to like cap out, so the more max brave you get, the more breathing room you've got. But also 108 Mighty Fervent Blow. Okay, so Fervent Blow, of course, being Shukichi, it's his first skill, and it's basically like Varn's skills now, because it dumps HP after the first 5 hits, and then you get another 5 hits and another HP attack, so it hits twice. And the second hit, again like Varn, you're going to be hitting from 0 brave every time, so you literally cannot make this attack too powerful, because Octaslash has 150% overflow, okay, but it only has 7 brave hits. Fervent Blow has 10 brave hits, and if you can reach your max brave cap with the first hit of Fervent Blow, and you can get more than 50% of your max breath worth of damage on the second hit of Fervent, then Fervent's going to actually be the better attack to use. It also has a high turn rate, so because of the extension passive, so you're going to want to use that during summon. And not only that, but you get more uses of Fervent Blow than you do Octa Slash. You get 5 Octa Slash and 8 Fervent Blows, so it's going to be his main attack. So I actually think 108 in Fervent Blow is probably his best passive, or one of his best passives at least. 108 330 being the other one. This 108 One Winged Angel boost, I got this from Idoga's actually. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of CS50 passives because, I mean, One Winged Angel is good, don't get me wrong, it's very strong because it raises all of his stats, but it only takes effect on the last wave. Now, in EX difficulty and Cosmos difficulty, that is going to be fine, because the bulk of the difficulty of the fight is in the last wave. But moving into the future, into the Chaos era, the mid bosses are no joke, and you're going to be spending multiple tens of rounds before you even get to the final wave. So, and because this only takes effect on the final wave, I'm not actually the biggest fan of these if they're selfish. Like, there's some characters like Freya and Beatrix and Lilisette, etc., who have auras that affect the party on this, and that's obviously the most important passive. But because this only affects Sephiroth, and because he's got so many buffs already, I just don't see it as being really worth it in my opinion. So that's my artifacts for him. For Eiko, yeah, I've hit the Idojas on her as well. Obviously I've been grinding for Sephiroth, so I've just been rolling everything I've got for Eiko along the way. They're not perfect, but I mean, you know, they're good enough for the time being. I'll just take what I can get on her since she's not really going to be a main party member until she gets her EX weapon. I'm seriously considering when she gets her EX Plus to go for Eiko because she is a favourite from FF9 for me. I was over the moon when I saw that she got Terra homing with you know, Summon Medine. Anyway, my Rosa artifacts are of course unchanged from what they were because it's so close on this one, and I could have done with 330s as well, but you know, never mind. What can you do, right? To pity that Rosa's not synergy on any events coming up. So, okay, let us take to the field and see what we can accomplish. And just take some time to appreciate that OG FF7 music. Just take in the atmosphere because I know I am. So we need Rosa's prayer up first thing. Non-negotiable there. Always Octa Slash on the first turn to get Genova up. So the ideal rotation for Sephiroth skills is Octa Slash, Fervent Blow, Octa Slash. And that's because you only get the bonus stats from Genova with the 35 CP passive for Octa Slash, so you need to use that. Look at that, man. Holy shit. That's like 56k damage. I mean, he's got synergy, but still, that's just mental. Oof. Yeah. I mean, I love Rosa in this team because she's really good. Rosa has really good synergy with Sephiroth because she has that huge 75% attack aura. So I just love using them together for that reason. So actually here, because B is going to be attacking Eiko, I'm actually going to be continuing to attack B here, because A will attack Rosa, so this way we won't have to take a break. I'm going to hit B here with Smite, so Rosa will have some Brave. And then I get to attack A here. 40k. 67,000 damage. What the hell? Sephiroth is a monster. So I'm going to be trying to shave these two down roughly equally because we are about to drop the black materia. I said roughly. Okay, don't sue me. 43k. Buff, no problem. See ya! Sephiroth may only do one thing, okay? But the one thing that he does exceptionally well. You can't tell me that he doesn't. So... yeah, I need to use a skill here. Because I need to try and get her EX up as fast as possible. I see that Bahamut is not charged yet, and that kind of worries me. So I'm actually going to use Octoslash here because I don't have very much bravery. Now I'm actually going to hit C here because if you leave Cloud unbroken, he can and will use Cross Slash, and that will deal damage to you. So because I've kind of got to this last wave a little bit too fast, I need to kill time until Bahamut is charged. So I'm going to take a bit of a gamble here. I'm going to bring out Kistis, and then I'm going to use Homing Whip on A, and then the breaks that we will take will charge the summon, so we can summon before Sephiroth gets a turn. So, here we go. Now the reason that I'm not attacking Sephiroth here is because he has high resistance to speed down. So if I use Degenerator or Homing Whip on him, there's no guarantee he'll get debuffed, and we need the debuff to proc the auras. But what we're going to do first is we're going to just take some time to appreciate this fucking awesome music. I can't tell you how much willpower it's taking not to sing along to this shit right now. Man, it's just glorious. I grew up with this game, so, you know, I can't help it. There we go. Someone's charged. Just as I thought. Okay, this is perfect. So, here we go. This is where the fun really begins. So, it's good to spam Fervent Blow during summon because it has a high turn rate. So you see here, Sephiroth only has 2 turns during summon. What I'm hoping will happen is I will spam 2 Fervent Blows, and then on the last turn he will actually steal a turn, hopefully, and then we can Black Materia right at the end. So, in terms of damage, just watch this. 120,000 damage. You cannot tell me that that is not absurd. You can't. And this is why I recommend Bahamut for Sephiroth. That right there is why. So, do we steal a turn? We do. See, we steal a turn right at the end. So then we can drop that fat Black Materia on everyone. I love it. I love it so much. So we are about to drop that fat. I think like it's gonna be like 75k damage on everyone right now. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna eat him also. Fucking hell. And even better, we can actually attack Sephiroth here and break the other 2 guys as well because of Luminous Arrow. Oh man, I never get tired of seeing that. And so we will pop our last Degenerator Whip. And we should be able to kill Sephiroth before he even gets a turn. So I don't have too many turns of Rosa's Prayer left. Oh, look at that. That is so perfect. I think this deserves an Octoslash. Oh wow! Did not expect him to just drop outright. Did not expect that at all. Yeah, I'll hit Cloud. Why not? And another black materia. Damn, okay, they didn't quite die. So I'm not too worried about Vincent here. Oh! Oh, the swine, he actually did a HP attack. Vincent never does HP attacks. Oh well. Can't win them all. Damn, I didn't finish the stage when the song finished. My bad. I missed out on some timing there. So I'm just going to HP attack for a bit of healing that doesn't proc because we're on the end of the wave. There we go. So, that's going to be my, at the very least, my first video for this quest. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you all saw the ridiculous things that Sephiroth is capable of. Certainly, I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. So, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys all in the next video. See ya!